Hello everybody, this is Lady Blackwings. I wanted to talk to you today about how I lay out my pictures for when I draw them with stories attached, or out of little fanfics. The story this time is he comes in while she's cooking and he plays with her 12-foot long massive hair. He's going to be sitting on the counter and she's going to be cooking at a range. That's the little layout. Now, initially I had the thought of looking over his shoulder at her while she's cooking. So from over his shoulder puts him as the most predominant thing in the scene, but it also puts the back to us. It's okay, and it actually would be really good for a manga panel because it gives you a lot of free space to put in text, but it doesn't show much personality in the first sketch. The second time, I'm like, let's give him a little more personality. See if I can emote anything from them besides, look, we're sitting here and we're bored. Since he's supposed to be playing with her hair and generally just being amused while she's making probably both of them dinner. Well, now both of them. That's why I was doing altering pose, tilting a little, seeing if I can figure it out. Then I wanted to show a little more interaction, so I went for the front view to see how it would look when you can actually see both their faces instead of trying to do it mostly off of body language. Since it's supposed to be a fluff-driven fanfic. The front view works pretty well, but something was still off at this point, despite the fact that one character is significantly larger than the other when put next to each other, but the predominant factor was supposed to be that she was cooking when he came in. So I wanted her bigger in the scene than him, and he's messing with her hair. That makes her, she should be the predominant factor, so I made her larger and tried to establish a line of contact between the two with where their heads and their eye lines are relating to each other. This gave their body relations a lot more connection. I actually started liking the two sketches better. But as a English reader, I read left to right, so he was still the first thing I was reading, because there's no high contrast in the picture at this time, conceptually wise. So I wanted to flip it, because the fic will start with, she is cooking when he comes in. Now I got the pose generally a little better, so that she's the first thing I look at, and I know right away that she is cooking, but he doesn't seem to be doing much, and I wanted to figure out his body proportions for sitting, and clearly stating that he is sitting on the counter behind her. But it's just boring, and I wanted it to have a little more fun, so I wanted, since it says he's playing with her hair, her massive 12 feet of hair, I wanted to use the hair to frame the scene and have him, and show he's actually having fun playing with it. Then I put them next to each other to compare which one I liked better for an illustration versus, say, a manga panel. The left would work great for a manga panel because it gives you a lot of free space while establishing the scene, but this is the one I went for the illustration.